Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to the Méchet for episode number 7. We move on to the 1st of November, and in this episode, primarily, we're going to deal with our livestock. We do have a few. The only thing we purchased was our sheep, which are up on the other farm. And we have our 71 sheep, because the pen holds 142, I think. So we put half of what it'll hold into it. We have some Simmentals up in the field, Pasture. We've 3 at 19 months and 2 at 8 months. Then we have our fattening cows, the Charolais, in the fattening barn. We've 5 of them at 18. What I was considering doing, I was considering clearing them out and starting afresh. But you know what? Since these are all the same age, I'll leave them. And there's only 5 in total in the other pasture. Haven't done an awful lot since the last episode. I brought down 2 silage bales to feed the cattle down here, and to put one into the Charolais, another one into the milking barn. So I better actually drop off. Don't mind the John Deere weight on the back of a class tractor. Some people don't like that, but we don't have. The other one was on the Fiat and it was in the back. The John Deere was parked in the way, so I just grabbed the weight I could grab. We're going to put that in there. There's no food in there. The Charolais have hay. I think they still have. We checked that. Simmental probably are okay with their meadow at the moment, and the only thing I need to keep remembering with them is we need to water them. Make sure they have water. So for this month, this episode, we'll do our contracts as per usual. Here we go. That's gone in. We'll do our contracts as per usual. Where's the map? Go the right way. Our grass is ready in field number 15. This is where our meadow is. They're okay. I kind of not 100% sure where all the other meadows are. I know there's one there. You can usually tell because there's a little spot in the middle. I'd like to buy another one, but we can't afford that. That's no-go. We kind of need to look around and find out where the other meadows are around the map. I'm not 100% sure. There's another one there, but that could be sheep. I think that one is sheep. There's a few others around. There's one there. 45. Let's jump and see what that is. Grass is harvested. Not too great for starting off. Where's the trigger? How do you tell what it is? Trigger won't come up until you buy it. I would assume there's no way of knowing. I would assume that is no what? Let's buy it. It's sheep. It would be sheep, wouldn't it? Should we sell it? No, we can't sell it. No, a placed object. Okay, we're in. We bought it. There's nothing we can do about it. Now I've no money. 120 sheep can go in here. That made a lot of sense doing that, didn't it? We're going to have to go do some contracts to get some money, and now we haven't even got the money to buy the cows now. That was clever. That was really clever. Anyway, it was second sheep pasture. We're going to put goats in it. We'll keep these 5. We're going to add in milk in cows on this side. Let's go to the help menu, show you what the plan is. I briefly spent some time having a look at this after the last episode. Not 100% up to speed because I was kind of waiting for the update to come. It hasn't come out yet. Right. Regards milk, we have 3 choices. Vosgienne, are they called? We could go with them. We can go with the Simmental. We have a few up in the other field. We could actually move them down. And these ones here, What have we got? Milk, normal, growth, standard, reproduction, low consumption. I think we'll go with them in the main cow barn, which is this cow barn. And where's the trigger? Could we put some in? Now, I'd like to transport them, but, at the beginning, if we want to just get them in, I'm not too worried. We'll get it. We haven't got the money to get a transport trailer anyway. That's these ones. Okay. Now, talk about putting 10 in. Sure, we can afford 10. Afford 20. 5,000. Okay. So, we have 20 in here. Here they are. We have 5 Charolais in the fattening barn. And we have 5 Simmental in the other barn. Now, we have to find out, is there another what's it called on the map? I'm sure there is another cow pasture somewhere. You just have to have a look around. If not, we can put one down. I don't want to go too far ahead onto the update because we might have to rebuild. I think a new save is required, so I don't really mind putting them in on the existing pastures. They'll be there. I don't want to start building new pastures and new buildings and all that until after the update comes. It'll be easy enough to reinstate everything we have the way it is now. Just some of the equipment we'll have to probably rebuy and things like that. Although I can use the equipment mods. Well, all the start equipment is going to be the same. We're just going to need, I think it's the rear mower, the plough, and I don't know, we bought the tractor for the forestry and that, but we can live with that anyway. That's not a problem. I've kind of taken note of all the plots we had now. This grass is ready already. It'd be nice if we had a mower that drops a swat, because we're going to bale it up for hay. We're not doing silage, or we're doing silage this time. We're not doing get it right, yeah. Turn it on. Here we go. Drop the back. Turn it on, and off we go. Yeah, we're not doing hay this time. Just got to make silage bales and store them for animal feed. We have our alfalfa come along that we can put in the barn up at the sheep pasture, and that'll produce hay for them, so that'll take care of them. There'll be more than enough up there. Then, of course, we're going to need some hay or some grass down with the sheep pasture we just bought. By mistake. Anyway, I'll get this cut. I'll get a couple of contracts on their way so we can get some money in again. And I'll have a browse around the map to see where I can find another pasture for cows. I'd like to have the 4 breeds. I suppose I could put them in. I don't really want to put them in. I want to keep the dairy just for dairy cows. So I kind of wanted to keep them all separate, if you know what I mean, instead of mixing them up. I just want to see how they actually work individually, rather than, if I have a mix, it's probably, you're not going to know exactly how much the difference is in the consumption of food between the different breeds if you have them all mixed into one pen. Whereas if you keep them individual, well, then you'll have some sort of an idea. If they all end up with the same numbers and the same amount of food going in, you'll know when they're working through. Well, they're working through double the food, or 1.5 times the food, or whatever that the other ones are. So I just want to keep an eye on that, just to learn, because like everything, we're learning everything as we go along in this map. Anyway, let me get this done. Let me get a couple of contracts done and have a bit of money in the bank. I'll bring it back in. Just bringing you back for a quick update. This is the 4th contract out of the 5 for the day. Now, I'm going to stop here for a second. We have a problem with stone picking contracts. I'm going to select one and see, does it allow me to take it. Okay, let's go for 39. We take the equipment. And let's see, has it failed? It hasn't failed this time. No, it has failed. There you go. Stone picking contract has failed. So there is an issue with them. So there you go. It's charging me 701. Going to collect. And then we're going to add that money back in. Need to get out of this tractor to do that, don't I? Add money, add money, add money. There you go. 701. So there is an issue with the stone picking contracts. I forgot, I tried to do one the other day on one of the other episodes, and it didn't happen. So it's obviously still there. It's obviously on all of them as well. Hopefully that'll get addressed in the update. Yeah, I found another pasture all the way down here for cows somewhere. 112, this one here. It's 81,000. I think it holds 80. Thereabouts, something like that. Now it's quite a bit down the map, but it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. Like it's down beside the railway track. Railway track runs all the way along there, so like it's only a standard map anyway, so it's not exactly. Bell drop off was turned off. I went out of the map, went into the test map to see where cow pastures were. There's not many. That's the only other one apart from what we have. There is, I think, 2 other sheep pastures. Not sure if there's any pigs at all. You probably have to place them down yourself if you want them. But we need 81,000 to buy that one. Get rid of that menu. And yeah, we'll work away on the contracts. I don't want to collect them until I have the 5 done. I have to pick another one now to do. I'll collect them all together. What's that? Bale wrapping. Let's do that, because we actually have a bale wrapper leased. Haven't baled up our own grass yet. I need to windrow it next and get it baled up and then wrapped. That'll be making the silage bales we need to feed the animals. The cows primarily. Sheep, just grass, and if we put goats in the other one that we bought mistakenly, it'll just be grass going in there as well. I'm going to let them run on the meadow only for the time being. I'll just add in the grass when they actually need it during the winter time. There's no point in wasting the feed. If you put it in, they'll use it now and they won't eat the meadow, so we'll leave it until then. For now, I'm 65% of the way through this, and I'll get this done. I'll get the wrapping contract done, and then we'll collect the money, see if we got enough to buy that other pasture. We probably won't, but even to buy some more animals if we need to or whatever. Keep forgetting to utilise this little case farm all. It's a 120C, I think it's 117 horsepower. Plenty for doing the wrapper and the tether and small little stuff like that. The windrower. Just kind of bypassing it, and because I had to come up and do this, I just thought, yeah, let's use it now. I did pick the field that it's the hardest to get into. Look on the map, you have to go all the way up towards the snail farm and come back down. But yeah, it just it's a nice little tractor. You want to utilise all the ones I got rather than sell them on and get other things. We'll add to them or increase the power of the R6 when we have the money to do so. Maybe it can be uprated. One good thing that'll come from the map update is we'll get rid of that New Holland that got left behind by the red tape mod. I don't really want it. I know it's up on the snail farm on the water tanker, but I'll be happy enough when it's gone. I know it's a free tractor, but I don't really need it. Like, I mean, to be honest, I could put this up there if I wanted for the loader as well. I could sell that little forklift if I wanted, because just put a forks, pallet forks on the loader, and that'll do up there. I know I need this in the other yard, but the forestry tractor I bought, the Massey Ferguson 3670, is it? Can use that in the yard. It would be more suitable for lifting the big, like 2 round bales together. I know we only have the small round bales with the baler we have, but if we do eventually end up with 180s, they're probably going to be too heavy for it. Don't tell me I'm nearly finished. Yeah, it's only a small little contract. That's good now. I can collect the money now when this is done. Here we go. This is our 5th one, isn't it? Yeah, 5th one for the day. I'll fold that up. And yeah, 5. We're on 2,564. I done all bar one of them myself because I knew it was eating into the few bob we had because I was paying for workers. So the only one that the workers done was the first one. So we're up to 30,490. That does give us a bit of scope to maybe, let's check on the animals. What have we got? We don't have to do anything with them. There's 71 up there. That's grand. We have 3 and 2. We've nothing in the calf pen. We've 5 in there. We've 20 in there. And we've nothing on the sheep. We're going to put goats in there. Saying, oh, they take hay. They get 75% from hay. Okay, that kind of changes the perspective on. I was saying, oh yeah, we're okay. We've just put grass in there. But we do need silage bales, so that's what we're going to do. We'll do the silage bales first, and we'll worry about putting goats in there at a later stage. Okay, I'm going to get back over to the farm and then see, do we add to the Charolais, put a few more in there. I want to kind of keep them at the same age, but might add to the Simmental up in the other pasture, put a few more in there. I'll bring you back when I'm doing that. Just got this windrowed up, the grass, so we're going to make silage beds, and straight off there seems to be better yield than there was the last time. I could put on it won't come up, precision farming, why not? Okay. Map. Hold on before I end up in the ditch. Stop. Don't move. It's not giving me the map yield. It doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. Yeah, just by what I got in the first row. Now, I know they're only 125 bells, but still, it seems to be fairly decent. Yeah, what I want to do moving forward is there's plenty of grass fields around that can be bought. Yeah, really getting quite a few bells off this now. I know they're only 3,500 litres because this baler won't do anything bigger than 125s. So there's not a lot I can do about it until we sell it and get some upgrades to Crone or something like that. Maybe we'll go for something different because I tend to use the Crone baler a lot. We'll see anyway. That'll all be done once the game update has been done. I'm not selling any equipment. This is the start equipment, so I'll just hang on to it because we probably have to rebuild. So now what I'm going to do is going to look at buying grass fields around the farm, like these ones around here, 30, like 64,000, 69,000, another grass one there, it's 80,000, and one there, 75,000. Like, if we had them 4 or 5 fields, that's going to be enough to sustain us. What I want to do is, I want to use the bunker. I want to put the silage in the bunker. What I'm going to do with these beds when I take them out the field, I'm actually going to take the display bunker off, the one that's there. I'm going to stack the bales, the wrap bales in the bunker. It's what you'd see on a lot of Irish farms as well. I presume it's what happens on a lot of farms all over the place. They mightn't do silage in the bunker anymore, but they'd use the bunker to actually store the bales. They'd be wrapped and in the bunker. So that's the approach I'm going to take to this. Really, I'm getting a lot of bales off this. I did re-sow it, and that has obviously made a difference for the grass that was in it when we came into the game, because it just seemed to be getting no distance at all before it's full and it's emptying. So yeah, that's the game plan. I cleared out, using the Better Contracts mod, I cleared out all the contracts that were there. This is I know what that is. I done a big, I actually put 3 rows into 1 row on that side. That's why that one's getting so many bells. I cleared out the contracts mod, so they're starting to reform again, but we won't be able to do them until we move into day number 2. But still, we'll get through what we're doing here now anyway, for now. I've leased the bale trailer to get the bales off the field. 19, I think I said it was. So they'll all fit on the trailer. We might as well hang on to it as well. We're going to need it. Anyway, we can't afford one. If one comes up in the second-hand market, we look again. Yeah. So we're going to put these in the bunker. Yeah, let's see. Hold. There we go. Get back to the yard. I can't go that way anymore. Through our fields. Our fields are coming on anyway. Yeah, I just can't put these in the bunker. Yeah, 19. Grand. The actual textures here, it makes it really hard to drive up the lane with a big load. Yeah, what have we got to sell? We need to get money in. I'll get up here. I don't want to stop the tractor on the way up. We got these unloaded. I know we've firewood there. That's it. I don't know where there's any snails produced yet. Here we go. Start to pick up now once we get onto better ground. Okay. Yeah, rather than putting these in the bale storage, we're going to put them in the shed. Or in the bunker. When we eventually start doing proper silage, we'll... big sneeze. I managed to get the mic just in time. Yeah, when we eventually start to do proper silage, we'll... Oh, you have to use the mouse. There we go. We will use the bunker. I assume this bunker is usable even though there's plastic hanging on the sides and that. I presume that's just for effect. Yeah. Other side. We have, I think it's 6 or 7 beds left up in the other field. These are going to kind of look a bit lost in here. But it's all our own work. Yeah. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. Unload. No. There we go. We got it now. Wrong shoulder button. Don't move. Don't move. Stay there. Neat. I'm not watching the tractor. I didn't realise it drove into the wall. I'm watching the bales. Then you look back and see, where are you going with the tractor? Okay, how do we... That's it. I should know how to use. I'll use these trailers all the time on. Well, it's a Reska. And you know what? We'll just park the trailer in here. It's not going anywhere else. So. Okay. What can we sell? Now here, might as well save it since we're passing by it. Let's see. Time saving stock check. What have we got in the line of firewood? 10,000 worth. Now, the problem is that the little van we have won't take more than 2 pallets at a time. Maybe if I open the sides down, we might be okay. And that's to sell? Not really. Silage? No, we're not selling silage. Straw? No. Critical. We don't have a lot to sell. Okay. Oh, we have some more. Okay. Now, let's check on these. We haven't been here in a while. We've done a full morning's work. I have to check 1, 2 and 3. 80 litres. 423 litres. And there's 423 as well. 1,151 litres of the mix left. Okay, I'm going to get this down and get some of that firewood and go and sell it. I'll bring you back in when I get the money up a little bit. We're probably going to move into the 2nd day of November anyway, because there's no more contracts that can be done today. I opened the sides on this to see could I get more on. Then I got here, I realised these are very big pallets. So we're not, that trailer can be converted to a bale trailer, but we won't get into the sell point. Not the one we're going to the same one we went to before. Let me just show you just for a second. When we go in and check direct sales, view all stations, still the same one. Tag place should be still the same. I guess it might change from time to time. Yeah, still the same one. The one we delivered the first load to, and the 2 episodes ago, I think it was. But yeah, this truck is ideal for it because you can get in. I can't see, even with a tractor and a normal trailer, not even a trailer with a dolly, you will have a lot of trouble getting in. I wish the fella would ever hurry up. He's going the same way as me, is he? He got his indicator on anyway. Nope. Doesn't you see how tight it is? 2 trips made already. So we're up to 31,000. There's a problem with being on the control the overcorrect. Yeah. In here. Around the back. Here we go. One, 4, 4, 7 and 44. So just under 1,200. Look at where you're driving, not the screen when you're doing adding up in your head. Yeah, so we'll okay, I'll sell the rest of this and then we're going to move on to the 2nd of November. If I stop running into things. I do have the cruise control set at a lower speed. I should be using that instead of just flooring it. Okay, I'll bring you back in when we're in November the 2nd. In November the 2nd, I picked out contracts. So we have bale wrapping. We do that. We have our own equipment. Taking the equipment for the square baler, we haven't got one. We have it for the round baling contract that's right beside us. We have it for the cultivation and we have it for the mowing. So basically the only 2 we can stick a worker on is the mowing and the cultivation. We have to do the rest ourselves. So between them we have 10,500 say. Then that'll bring it up to 14. 21, 7, we have about 26,000 in them. So I'm going to crack on with these and get them done. I need to find my fit. It's up in the other yard. Yeah, I'm going to get these set up and I'm going to go and do the baling contract myself. I'm going to set the tractor off to do with workers to do the mowing and cultivation. And I'll go down and get the other tractor down below at the square baler and the other tractor. And I'll get stuck into that. I've parked the New Holland I've returned it. The Massey is now up at the snail farm, and that's where it's going to stay. And yeah, we're not going to use that New Holland anymore. We're just waiting for the update. It'll be gone anyway. So I am going mowing in field number 38, which I think is fairly close by as well. Yeah, it's not too far away. Okay, I'll see you when these contracts are done. We're going to be in the 3rd of November by then, because we won't be doing anything else. And we'll be in a position to put animals in the pens. We'll have the money to cover it all. Okay, we're down at the dealers. We're in the 3rd of November. We're going to collect those contracts. Everything went quite good. We're on 35,801. What am I doing? Turning on. Something's run out. Crop sensors were turned on for the last. I was spreading fertilizer on my field. Anyway, yeah, where are we getting distracted there because I pressed the wrong button. Let's collect this. I'll say 38,841, something like that. So we're on 62. 62,016. Okay, why am I down here? I'll show you why I'm down here. We're down here to buy. Why else would we be at the dealership? And what I want is not in there. Okay. Right, let's go to the proper new market. Buying a knife for Williams trailer. Rim colour. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, why are we buying that for Williams trailer? Oh my God. Look where you parked the tractor and the thing spawned on the back of it. Here. I'm at. You wouldn't believe me if I told you that's what happened. I just came down and parked there, that's all. Okay, we're going to populate our sheep pasture, which is there. Now, I need to find the animal dealer. That's not the animal dealer, sure it's not. No, it's Cannery. Is that it? No, it's like Coop. Here's the animal dealer. Okay, we need to go and get some goats. That's what's going in. And then we're going to collect a few more Simmentals and put them up in the meadow up in 136 there up the top. Just to make sure I'm going the right way. I could have went the other way. I can still go this way anyway. I suppose I could turn on lights since everyone else has lights on. Yeah, we'll go up and we're going to populate them two pens. And yeah, we won't be able to take as many baby cows up as we will. There's our sheep. I left the gate open because I knew I was going to be coming back. Hey, brakes worked. I knew I was going to be coming back, so that's why I didn't bother. Now, I'm going to get lost. I'm going to miss the turn here. I'm trying to watch the map and see where that turn is to bring us up there. In here and off to the right. That's it. Yeah. Still learning. So we're going to max out what we can put in this. I think it's 30 sheep we can put in this, baby sheep. So we're going to max it out. And then we're going to fit whatever baby calf Simmentals we can get in. We're going to put them in and do the run up there and populate it. Now, I'll probably do, I think it may only be 6 that goes into it. So I'll probably have to do a few runs up there. Okay, where's the entry in here? Is it in this one or down here? We can go down through here, doesn't matter. Because I went in the first gate. Whoa, turn. There's our trigger. There's our trigger. Okay. Okay, so we are going with goats. Keeping goats. There's only one type of goat, unfortunately. The max we can put in, 36,000, no transport costs. There you go. Okay. And let me get these back. Oh, there is a ramp there. Let me get these back, get them into the pen. I'll bring you back in a second because I'll probably get lost on the way back. Okay, here we are. We're back. Let's see, can we get in this gate? Okay, we should be able to. Now, transfer to husbandry, 30. So we have our 30 goats in the pen. They should have meadow. They do. How many more can we put in here? 100. Okay, I'm going to throw another 30 in here. I normally put half in and let them reproduce then to fill it. So what I gotta do, I'll get this done off camera and I'll get loaded up with whatever amount of cattle I can get into the trailer, and I'll bring you back in when I'm up at the meadow or the pen where the Simmental already are in the field. So my question was answered. We can get 6 cattle into the trailer. We're back at the farm because I want to put the other Vosgienne or whatever they're called. I'm going to actually look it up between the episodes and learn how it's pronounced. Where do you deposit these in there? How do they go into the breeding barn? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I need to move the straw blower. So I'm going to put 6 of them in here. I'm going to go back and get another 6. And then I'll do the Simmentals. I'll get them up to the meadow. I need to, from the looks of things, I need to get the bucket on, or the pallet fork on, I get it right, yeah. The manure fork on. Oh, I still have straw on this. Okay. I need to get the manure fork on and get that manure out of the shed. There is manure, you can see it sitting on the ground. So, we're eating through the money. We still have contracts to do for today. We only collected the ones for yesterday when we came in here. So, we're not broke, by no means. I just wanted to do this and get this done. So, we're going to have, once we bring these in now, we've every possible breed of cattle on the farm, meaning the new ones. I don't mean the water buffalo and Hereford and all the other ones which were part of the game already. Move the 6 in to the husbandry. There we go, they're in. Oh, we have food in here. Okay. We need to get rid of the manure. They're okay for water. That needs to be taken out, I think, with... I don't know whether you can just drive in with it. I brought... I haven't got... I think it's... Yeah, I was going to bring the... That is... No, it's a case. That has to go on the case. That's okay. Right, what I'm going to do... I'm going to stock up more in these. Let's have a look. See what we have regards contracts. More baling contracts, square bale, cultivation, fertiliser. What else we got? Corn harvest. That corn harvest is still looking at me and I'm still tempted to just jump in and do it for the sake of using the combine harvester. Alfalfa. This appeals to me just to try it out. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's just the fact that you do it with the combine harvester, and we do have a combine harvester. So I made it a hoeing, mowing. It's always mowing contracts. Mowing, ploughing, spraying, What else we got? Stone picking, probably not working anyway. I might try one again, just see. There's plenty there anyway, plenty there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stock up. I'm going to put another 6 in there. I'm going to get a 12 Simmental, get them up to the meadow and get that done. And I think then we're going to be in the episode once that's done. I'll work on and do the contracts off camera before the next episode. Okay, I've delivered all the ones to the calf barn on the farm. There's 12 in that. I have 6 baby Simmentals calves in the back of the trailer. I'll deliver them up to the field. And I'm just going a different route, different way. I'm looking at that car in the mirror. It's going to try and overtake me now as I go to turn the corner. That's what usually happens. I kind of getting, the great thing about doing this is I'm getting to know my way around the map pretty good. Even now I don't need the map on for a lot of the fields already. Once I know the area they're in, I might need it when I get closer to it. But I've been across this road a couple of times both ways already. So the forestry plot is just up to the right there. But we're not too far away from our Simmentals in the field. And our own farm is just over there. You can see it. I keep my eye on the roads. But yeah, episode number 7, very productive in point of view of with the livestock. We've gotten stocked up anyway. We bought a paddock we hadn't intended to buy because we thought it was cows and it wasn't. And to sell it, it would have meant taking the paddock apart on it, selling it off. Now I know it could be put back, but we know where the other one is. There's one on plot 112. So I will endeavour to buy 112 eventually. And yeah, we're going to look after the livestock. Move the hose right, there you go. Now, let's just do a quick check if I press the right button on what we have. So, we have our 60 goats gone in. There you go. They're okay for water. We have the 20 Montbéliarde. I'm going to look up all these and get the proper pronunciation for them. 20 of them gone into the milk and parlour. We have the Charolais are in the fattening barn. There's 5 of them. I don't know whether to add to them or just leave them as they are. Might just leave them as they are. Calf barn, we have 12. And the cow pasture here now we have 11. Now I probably put another 6 calves in here. And then we have our mountain goats. So we've achieved quite a bit in this episode with regards to livestock. Reluctant to do it because I know there's a map update on the way, but I can easily replace the livestock. There's no problem there. It's just the feeding elements. I'm not too worried as long as I have feed. If I'm a bit under what I have, it doesn't matter. Once I have feed, contract wise, we're going to pick few contracts to do in this day before we move forward, and there's plenty there. So I'm going to take bale wrapping happens to be on the pasture that we want to buy. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to leave that in case I can buy it next month till it's not done. Always thinking ahead. Let's do 55. It's right beside us. So we'll do that with our own equipment. Baling, cultivation, fertilise, spreading. We didn't do any last time, and we do have the equipment. I'm going to do this corn one. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the alfalfa one. We have our own equipment to do it, so I'm going to take that on. I want to give that a go, see how it works with the combine. And what else have we got? We're going to have a mowing one anyway. I'll always look for the biggest one. 49, yeah, we'll do that. Ploughing, spraying, we have our sprayer, we haven't used. Stone picking probably still aren't working. Tell you what, let's try it just to see. It'll come up as failed in a second. Failed, yeah. I'll write that. It'll owe me back to €701. I'll sort that. I'll sort out the other two contracts offline. I'm going to do them in between this episode and episode 8. And yeah, we've achieved quite a bit with the livestock today because I want to concentrate on the livestock on this map. That was the whole idea. Hopefully with the update now, the dairies in the barns, the long barns or whatever they're called, the longhouse, they will be fixed. Let's go in and see what the actual longhouse with cheese production. Yeah, that's what they are. The 2 dairies there hopefully will be fixed. And we can get back to working on getting product into them. We won't have anything from the cattle or the goats for a while anyway to go into either of them. So yeah, we'll have plenty of work to do during the winter doing our contracts and that just as we move forward. But we'll update you in episode 8 as to what the progress is. And hopefully the next time I'm talking to you, we will have the update. And that'll be running. If not, we're just going to be moving through the months and doing contracts. I want to put down another shed on the farm for storing the non-essential indoor items that you need to put, like if you take the combine and stuff, electronic equipment I'd like to put inside, but lights of the cultivator and the plough and bits and pieces, just a shed to put them in. Other than the one we're using because of limited space down there. And we do own the land to the right here. So I have already kind of looked at, without placing it, to see what would fit there. So I have an idea anyway. So with that in mind, we're done for episode number 7. Thanks a million for joining me again on Méchet. Hope you're enjoying it. If you haven't already subscribed and you want to follow up in the proceedings and see how we get on, hit the subscribe button, even hit the notification button if you want, and hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will go now and learn how to pronounce the breeds of cattle we have on this map, so I'm not tripping over my own tongue trying to come up with a pronunciation for them, which is probably totally wrong. So until next time, all that's left for me to do now is say goodbye. Until then, until we see you again in episode number 8. Bye bye.